Saddleback Church, I am so pleased to be with you today. I have been impressed by your facility, by your hospitality, and most importantly, by your children's programs. Your children's programs called the Peace Project, I was blown away. You teach your children how to care for the poor and the sick and to be servant leaders. Very impressed. There's also another program that I was just kind of learning more about as I talked to some of your congregants and also looking through your website. The topic of sex, you handle this in junior high. I really think that every congregation in America should be doing what you're doing to prepare your children for the greatest future possible.
Amen.
I'm going to tell you a story about Jessica. She was walking home from work, and as she walked home from work a block from her house, she saw two men coming towards her and smiled and said hi, but instead of having the typical cordial greeting of hello, one grabbed her wrist, the other struck her in the back of the head. She was unconscious. When she woke up, she came to and her vision was blurry, but she started to make out the black and blue handprint on her hand. She had been captured. She looked around the room and started seeing the dingy walls and the blankets that were very disheveled. As she heard voices walking down the hall, she started to come to and understand what was going on. And as she lurched forward to get away, she saw her hands were tied. Jessica is one story in many other. Jessica lives in your county. She lives in Orange County. There are, according to the FBI, 600,000 children who are sold into sex trafficking. They have been taken from their homes, removed from the pleasures of life, and placed on a platter to be served to others. The vision of Traffic Jam is to take children from this awful tragedy of life and to bring them back to homes that are safe and give them ability to color again, to see the beauty that God intended for us to have, a beautiful understanding like your children have about the intended use for sex, about loving your neighbor, and about serving others. I've selected these crayons. Each crayon represents 10,000 children in the United States that are currently in sex trafficking. Our vision in the next 5 years is to eliminate this by 50%. Currently, we see this problem as too important not to do anything about it. We know that you have the ability to do something about this problem, and that's why I'm here to talk about Traffic Jam today.